Morning, everybody. It is Rolly, and this card has jumped out of the deck 3 times now while I'm just shuffling before I'm even choosing a name. So I'm going to share it because I think that it needs to be shared because obviously it keeps jumping out of the deck. So the Fates. So just being able to know what it is that is happening and knowing that we can't change things is really important for us to be able to know with that message. But like I said, not sure why it just kept jumping up. So 3 times out of the deck, I figured that it was before I even start pulling for anybody. So I figured it was probably important for me to share that. So if you are here, let me know. Hey, Ryan. So if you're here, let me know that you're here and I will pull a card for you if you would like one. And I also have a list of our regular people who are that I pull cards for. And so I am going to pull for all of them for sure. But if you're here, then let me know that you're here, that you would like a card. So the deck that I'm using today is the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. So I went walking in up to Devil's Rock yesterday in the trees, in the bushes, where it's all sopping wet. So my allergies are definitely kicked in tenfold today. So hello, Faustin. If you would like a card, let me know. So I'm going to start with Am. So Emily, you are at the top of the list today. So Am is one of my regular peeps that I pull cards for. So if if I am going through and I didn't get a chance to pull your card, let me know. Because sometimes, even though I've got the list, sometimes I miss the name on the list. So, okay, I will add you to the list, Lesson. Okay, and I will also pull our 3 group cards. And I did put that other card back in the deck that I pulled the first thing, but but it was just, like I said, it kept jumping out of the deck. So it was like, okay, I need to share it. And it, as soon as I went live, it had jumped out again. So, oh, crazy allergies. Drives me crazy. You're welcome. Okay. This is beautiful. So time for a nap. So time to be able to slow things down, and I know that that's one of the things that is actually happening for you right now. So that's actually kind of interesting that that's the card that comes up for you is time for a nap. So take it slow. Stick with your plan of slowing things down. Hey, Natalie, would you like a card? Oh my gosh. So that's definitely, sorry guys, that's definitely one of the things that is for sure for you, Am. So really interesting. Okay, so Miss Lonnie, you are next. So absolutely, Natalie. Okay, so I'm going to pull Lonnie's card. So you're at a crossroads, Lonnie. Fork in the road. So that is your message. So you need to choose which direction that you want to go in. You can stay in where you are and where it feels more comfortable, or you can take the road less traveled and try and work through the different things that you're needing to go through. So Michelle Lashbrook, you are next, and you've got a jumper. So for anybody who's new that hasn't participated with me before, what I refer to as a jumper is if the card jumps out of the deck, it's an extra message for you because it's a message that you just need to know. So Michelle, go the distance. So there's your message, Michelle, go the distance. So whatever it is that you've been thinking about, or you need to, oh, that's funny. Both of them are to do with time to go. So time to go and go the distance are your messages. So what I was saying is whatever it is that you have on your plate that you've been kind of hesitating and not really sure, should I do this or should I not do this? You need to do this. You need to go the distance. It's time. It's time now. So it's time for you to be able to move forward. So let me know if that resonates for you, Michelle, because I'm kind of curious. So let me know if that makes sense to what it is that's going on in your life. Are you supposed to be making a decision and hesitating, or that you're supposed to be going through? Absolutely, Lorna. So keep me posted. Love to know. Okay, so I'm going to pull Marianne's card next. Interesting. So, Marianne, the question is why? So, whatever it is that you feel that you're stuck in, why are you doing it? Are you, and you need to choose if that really makes sense for you or if that resonates for you. So, why? Why are you doing what it is that you're doing? So that you can actually continue to move forward. When you can understand your why, then you can decide whether or not, yes, that's what it is that you want to be doing. Or you may gain some clarity that it's not necessarily what it is that you want to be doing. So, so you need to really figure out why. Why is this happening? Why not why is this happening? Because that's not what it is that the, so it's not why it is that it's happening, but why you're doing what you're doing, so that you can figure out if that's really what it is that you want to be doing, or if you need to tweak it and figure out where to go next. So, Lori Gervais, your message is blessed. So count your blessings. What are you grateful for? Really tapping into and tapping into those little things about why you are grateful. What is it that's going on that in your life that you are grateful for? And you had a jumper, and it says orphaned. And what I pick up from that card is that you're feeling isolated and alone. So reach out. You're not alone, and you really need to connect with others. And it's really important for you to connect because you're really not alone. Really, really important. Hey, Jen. So let me know if that makes sense for you, Lori. And Shauna, you have a jumper. You have two jumpers on it, Lori. Oh my god! Oh my gosh, Shauna. Shauna, you have two jumpers. Oh, this is the reason why I put this back in the deck, because you needed it. So the fates. So being able to know what it is that you can change. So, and I think you had, if I'm not mistaken, you had something similar to that last time, connecting with your community, so that, again, same as Lori, you're not alone, and really being able to tap into that community. So you've got the mom and baby giraffe in here, but if you actually look at that, I don't know what it is. Oh, it says hotel. But like there's a face on it, right? So you are not alone. Absolutely, Maggie. Does Aunt want one as well? And come to the edge. So it's time. Oh my gosh. It's time to take a chance. I'm going to get a lozenge. My throat feels like I was in cigarette smoke all day, which is kind of weird because I definitely wasn't in cigarette smoke. Hey, Marianne, I just pulled your card. I just pulled your card, Marianne. So it is, if you want to catch the replay, it was 1, 2, 3. You were the 4th one on the list. So come to the edge. So it's time for you to be able to take a chance. So you've got, so those are your 3 cards, Shauna. So hopefully that makes sense. That one's definitely not going to just help. So I just took a thieves lozenge, but okay. Absolutely, Sherry. You can add you to the list. So I'm going to pull Tracy Faulkner's card and then Francine. Oh, Tracy, you've got the same one. So the Fates, that's why I needed to put this one back in. And I guess that's why it was jumping out, is because this one keeps coming up. So the Fates. So that is your message today too, Trey. And I know that you're having an enjoyable girls' weekend with your sisters. And hope the weekend was great. I have to close that because if I get up really quickly, I'll probably smack my face in it. Hey, Lisa. Let me know if you would like a card. So Kai, you have a jumper. Oh, or look down, and there's 2 jumpers. So Kai, you have 2 jumpers. Time to go. And then you have Observer. And then you have a leg up. So ask for help because you don't need to go it alone. Check in. So checking in with the things that are actually going on and kind of take a step back and take a look and see what it is that's happening. And then you've got, it's time, right? So it's time to step into whatever it is that you have going on. Good morning, Lori. So that is, that's what's happening for you, Kai. Okay, so Francine, you're next. And and then I will pull our first group card. Oh, nice. Happy, happy, happy. So just stay in that energy of feeling happy. So if you're having some difficulty, I keep losing the signal, we'll catch the replay in North Bay. Sounds good, Maggie. And so whatever it is that is, so whenever you're feeling that it's not good or it's not happy, then make sure that you are tapping into that gratitude and really connecting with what it is that's going on. So so really important for you to be able to do that. But lots of positive things are around you if you are looking around. So our first group card has a jumper. Interesting. So this one here is Poised. So Poised is our first group card. And I'm not really sure what's coming up. So I will see as we go along, because sometimes when I pull one card, depending on the deck, is that the other card will actually give me some more information. Unfinished symphony. So whatever it is that you have going on isn't finished. So you're not done. The music isn't done playing. It's time to keep going. That expression of "it's not over till the fat lady sings" kind of thing is the one that pops into my head. So, but Poised, I'm not sure about that one. So I'm going to leave it there. And as we go along to pull the other cards, then something may come up for me with that one. Poised. So Shelley Gosselin is next. So you have the deep knowing. You know what it is that you need to be doing. So you have that deep knowing and never-ending story. So it just feels like you're going around in circles and that it just seems to be never-ending, but there is an end in sight. And then yang. So being able to tap in to that masculine fire energy of getting things done. So, but you know already what it is to do, and that's the biggest part of this message, is that you know what it is that you need to be doing. So that's your message, Shelley. My friend Mary was doing a yard sale yesterday. Hopefully she was able to get rid of all of her stuff. So Mary, what's your message for today? Ooh, breathe. Breathe. Really important for you to be able to breathe this week. So taking some time for you, slowing things down, going to hang in your yoga hanging thing. I can't even think what it's called. Your I keep thinking yoga thing, sling thing, but you know what I'm talking about. So just being able to take some time to slow things down and breathe and connect with yourself is really, really important. So ma belle Kathy, you've got a jumper. So Kathy Walton. I've got Kathy Walton, and then I've got Natalie, will be next. This is interesting. Chop wood. So chop wood. So what I'm getting from that is take action. So whatever it is that you've been just kind of hanging on to is take action. A change in the wind is your jumper card. So maybe, so you've got, so again, sounds like you may be at a crossroads. And so you've got the chop wood. So take action, do the things that you need to be doing, because you need to follow where that's taking you. So let me know if that makes sense, Kath. So I'm going to do Natalie next, and then Miss Penny. Ooh, that's got a jumper. So Nat, I know this, I think this is the first time that I pull a card for you. And so you've got a jumper. So what I mean by that is one of the decks, or one of the cards jump out of the decks, which means that it's an extra message. And as I say that, you get a second jumper that just like literally went across the room. Not across the room, but across my desk. Fork in the road. So you're at a crossroads. I'm getting a lot of messages of people at crossroads, but it's not uncommon at this time of the year. It's fall and it's time to change gears. So you've got a fork in the road. So you need to make a decision. Where is it that you want to be able to go? What is it that you want to be able to do? But being able to stay present in now. So don't stay focused on what's behind you. Where are you going to go forward? And so really important for you to be able to do that. So, and then you need to slow things down by breathing. So breathing, being in the here and now, and you need to make that decision. So if you've been hesitating making a decision, it's time to do that now. So, but not focusing on what's happened in the past. You really need to stay focused on what's going on right now. So hope that makes sense. Mucker and wife. You're saying hi from CA. I'm assuming that means California. Let me know if that's what it is that means. And if you would like a card, let me know. So I hope that makes sense, Nat. So Miss Penny, ooh, nope, it didn't flip. Maybe it did. Nope. Just felt like it. So Penny, what do you need to know this week? What is your message for the week? Oh, from Canada. I'm in Canada too. I am in northeastern Ontario in a small community called Haileybury. Perfect. Thanks, Nat. Oh, Penny, you've got the fates as well. So that that whole message is, you know what it is, right? So you know what it is that you need to be doing, and you know what it is that you can change and what you can't change. So you need to accept the things that you can. So that whole, and why is it that whenever I go on live, I can't think of what that thing is? Because it used to be one of my mantras that I used forever and ever and ever. God grant me the serenity to accept the things, to change the thing, accept the things I cannot change, to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So, so that is what that fate card means for you, Penny. So just really important for you to be able to remember that. And I think I said that one right, but nope, you're not too late, Tina. I will add you to the list. Hey, Diana. Hey, Lonnie. Okay, so Diana Dename is why. So again, asking that same question. Absolutely, Diana. So asking that same question of why do you, what is it that's going on? So your whys about what it is that's happening. Lonnie, you did, it was the very second person today. So why you're doing what you're doing, Zian, is really important. So when you're making a decision, check in to see what that why is about. Why is it that you are making that decision? Why is it that you feel that you need to do this or not do this? So what is it that's going on? So Lonnie, your book that is autographed is back here somewhere. Lonnie, where's Lonnie? Right there. So you got this one and you got this one that is autographed for you. So if you can make it tonight, if you can have it tonight, that'd be awesome. So that is your message, Zian. So Lorna, your message. So you're going round and round and round. And so the other message that comes up is buy the book. And so what I'm getting from that message, these two messages together for you, is that you feel like you're spinning around and you're feeling like you're doing A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And so it's time for you to like scrap the book and stop trying to follow things by the book and really tapping into what is it that's going on for you, as opposed to what everybody else thinks that you need to be doing. So I don't know if that makes sense, Lorna, but that's what I'm getting for you. So next is Bailey. Hey, Chuck, how are you doing? So Bailey is next, and then I'm going to do Laurie Gerard, Blair. So this is a new deck to me. It just came in my, I'm in a program with Colette Baron Reed, and so this is the gift deck that I actually got. So your new life. So Bailey, your new life. So you get to be on track. So you get to choose how that's going to look like and what that's going to look like by taking the action that resonates for you, that feels good for you, and you get to make that choice. So that's what that message means. Oh, that lozenge definitely helped to get rid of that tickle that was stuck in my throat that just was not going away. So Lori is next. So Lori, you've got chaos and conflict. So you're struggling with something that's going on right now, and you need to try and figure out, you're welcome, Francine. So you're struggling with something that's going on right now, and you're needing to figure out how to make that work. And so if you make a list of pros and cons on the issue, then you can actually help to make that decision. So I don't know if that makes sense. Hey, my friend Kelly, how are you? So hope that makes sense for you, Lori. So I'm going to pull our next group card. How are you feeling, Kelly? Healing well? I can't wait till we can get together again. Aw, thank you. You're so sweet. So our next group card, we have another jumper. So a leg up. So knowing that we're not alone and really stepping up and getting some help, right? So we get to have help. We don't have to be alone. I'm healing very well, thank you. Aw, awesome. And then time for a nap. So making sure that you're actually taking some time to rest. Really important for you to be able to kind of slow things down. And that poised, I still don't know. So I'm not sure what it is that's going on with that poise. So it might just be one of those ones for me that just kind of, I'm not really sure. So Miss Maddie, you are next. And congratulations on winning a dinner worth $70 with your partner. So I'm looking forward to some pictures. So Maddie, just before I jumped on, Maddie had shared that if your partner or spouse doesn't see this message within 10 minutes, they owe you a value of $70 dinner date. And so I checked the time, and so I tagged him because now he needs to buy her dinner because it was after the 10 minutes. So so looking forward to some pictures. So Miss Maddie is never ending story. So it feels like it's never ending, but it really is. So you just need to make sure that you hold your ground, stay focused on where it is that you want to be able to go, and just remember that you get to choose how you get to feel about a situation. You can't necessarily change the situation, but you can choose how you're going to feel around it. So I hope that makes sense, Miss Maddie. And so Miss Maggie, who is on the road, has asked for a card, so she's going to catch the replay because she's having trouble staying connected. I don't know what that's all about on our northern roads. She's heading back down to, she's heading to North Bay. So she's in that between Temagami and North Bay stretch. So I don't know why she thinks that there's no connection or limited connection in that space. I don't know what's wrong with her phone. Absolutely, it's not too late, Kelly. Okay. So you've got the there and now. So being able to take a step back and look about where it is that you came from to where it is that you are right now. And you've got the co-creation card. And so that's the message that you have, is that you're not alone. You have spirit to help guide you, which I know that you already know that, but this is a reminder of where were you then and where are you now. So 2 years ago, Maggie came to Haileybury to speak for the very first time at our women's conference. And so she came back up this weekend to write her book, or to share her book, to do a book signing of her book, A Journey to Soul. And so what was really interesting is Maggie is very, very much intuitive, and so much so that she brought the number of books that she brought were the exact amount of books that she needed. There was no extras, and there was she wasn't missing any. And same as the business cards, there was 5 books left, and these are books that are going to be given to somebody who needs them. So I'm going to be handing them off to the people that she's asked me to hand them off to, who are then going to be able to put them in the hands of whoever. And so that was so cool when she had only 5 books left, because that's how many she wanted to leave with the grandmothers, and 5 cards left. And so it was just incredible that was what was going on. So these are one of the ones that I am dropping off that she has autographed. And so somebody that needs them will be getting them. So they're going to be distributed to the grandmothers, who are then going to send them off to whoever. Do you sell these? The books, if I can get you one. So if that's what it is that you're talking about, Kelly, Journey to Soul is an incredible book. And I know the author. I can get you one. And one of the chapters in that book is her experience here in Haileybury for the Women's Conference. So it is so cool that she came back here for the very first signing of it. So congratulations, Maggie, on your huge success. And as she travels back with her friend. So, okay, I will get one, Kelly, and I'll connect with you. So soulmates. So this is your card, Melissa. So soulmates. So being able to connect with that person or that group of people who have that connection with you, that you guys have, that you guys just seem to know what each other needs when it happens. So that's so that's the message that's coming up for the soulmates. And again, reminding you that you're not by yourself. You're not alone. So we're getting a lot of those messages as well of not being alone. And that part is so important for us to be able to remember, is that even though our journey feels super alone, it's our own journey. There's nobody else that can experience our life's journey the way that we experience it. No one else can go through and experience the same way that we can go through the experience. Even somebody who's going through the exact same experience at the exact same moment, we don't experience it the same. However, when we are experiencing it, we have, when we're experiencing it and somebody else has been through an experience that's similar, is that we have this connection with them that allows us to know that that we're not by ourselves. So it's really, really important for you to be able to find those connections and those people that are around you that are connected in a healthy way. So if they are not in a good place, then that's not who you need to be able to connect with. So this card is for Jill. So Jill, you need to look around you to see, what is it that you are seeing? What is it? And taking a step back, and is it really true, the things that you are seeing? And what can you do to be able to take the next step? So that's the message that I'm getting with that. And you've got co-create. So again, you're not by yourself. So being able to connect and ask your higher power to be able to connect with you, to be able to help you and to help bring peace. So those were your messages. So being able to take a step back and take a look and see what it is that's happening. And so that's your message, Jill. And congratulations, though. So Jill actually had has been going to the races and all that kind of thing. And this weekend, she actually got to drive in the races. So congratulations, Jill. Hopefully that experience went well for you. Looking forward to seeing pictures or video or something that shares what it is that you've been doing. Very uplifting messages. Thank you. So Sherry, not, you are next. Oh, blessed. You are blessed. So again, take a look at those gratitudes. So what is it that you're grateful for? If you're feeling like you're not blessed, then find all the little things that you are grateful for. What are some of the things that you need to know? Or what are some of the things, like even if it's just little, is I woke up this morning, or I have a coffee, or I have a roof over my head, or whatever it is that's going on for you, is like find all those little things that make you grateful. And all that glitters. So sometimes we get stuck on the shiny syndrome, right? So the shiny thing syndrome. So it's like it doesn't have to glitter in order to be able to. It doesn't have to be hugely bright. It can just be something that you're what it is that you're going through right now. So what are some of the things that are happening for you that you can be thankful for? And we all have something to be thankful for throughout the day, even in our roughest moments. So really hard to find sometimes, but it's definitely something that is still there. So hopefully that makes sense for you, Sherry. So Tracy with an I, you're next. Deeper knowing, or deep knowing. So deep down, whatever it is that you have been trying to figure out, you know the answer, and you need to just trust that that is what the answer is. So it just feels like you are doubting that, that knowing, that you're doubting whatever it is that is going on for you right now, that you're like, maybe not. You're welcome, Sherry. And I'm glad to know that that's the message that you needed today. And so this is the message. So when I'm pulling cards is what do you need to know for this week? So that is the message to carry you through this week. And so I will be back on Sunday next week. And if you would like another message, I will be here next week. Not in the morning though, because we have a workshop during the day. So it'll be probably early evening. So I'm thinking probably around 4, somewhere between 4 and 5. On Sunday next week, because normally I do it in the morning, but unless I'm doing another workshop or something else is coming up. So Sarah Smith, co-create, getting a lot of co-creations as well, right? So again, you're not by yourself. You actually get to ask for help. So whatever it is that your beliefs are, whether it is angels or God or the universe or whatever, is that you guys together get to co-create what it is that you want your life to be able to look like. And milk and honey. Milk and honey. So being nice and comfy and cozy and connecting. There's the rainbow. So those are your messages this week. Sarah Smith, who managed to catch me live last week, she hasn't been on live for a while. So that is that message. So Tina, you are next. And then so it'll be Tina, Vicky, Diana, and Kelly. So if there's somebody else that's here that has not received a message that would like one, then please let me know and I will definitely do that. So I'm going to pull Tina's card next, and then I'm going to pull our last group card. Oh, Tina, you've got that as well. So there's a rainbow, right? So there is definitely some good at the end of the road. So whatever it is that you're going through right now, it's not going to stay there. It's there is something coming, and it's time to take a chance. Right, so come to the edge. It's time to take a chance because, and that was the card that jumped out. And so, and this one here is telling you there is light at the end of that tunnel. So take a chance. Whatever it is that you've been stuck in, it's time for you to be able to take that step and move forward. So I'm going to do our next group card. May I have a card, please? My name is Sherry. Absolutely, Sherry. Another Sherry. Oops. So we got another jumper as part of our group cards, our group messages. So we got yin. So we got that female energy. And so, so yin. And then we've got mending was our jumper card. So whatever it is that we're going for, so we have poised, and then we have unfinished symphony. So we're not done because we've got mending, and then we're not alone with a leg up. Time for a nap. So time to slow things down so that we're not running, which fits very well with yin, right? So being able to slow things down, connecting with our emotions, and that poised is still there. But what I'm getting from it by looking at all of the cards is that poised is telling me that we don't need to look good for everybody else. We don't need to stand that ground for everyone else. And so that's the message that I'm getting with it now that all the cards are pulled for our group messages. Because like I said, sometimes the card will come up and I'm like, I don't really know. But now that they're all there, and I've actually moved it to the end of the line. Interesting. I didn't realize how I rearranged them. So I will share once I'm done with Sherry's card what it is that's going on. So Vicki, your card next. All that glitters. So we don't need to go for all the shiny. So that's what it is. That is your message this week, Vicki, is that you don't need all that shiny. You just need to be now. So hope that makes sense, Vicki. Okay, so Diana, you're next. You've got the never-ending story, so you're feeling defeated. You're feeling like things just don't ever seem to feel like they're ever getting better, but they are, and they are changing, and they are shifting. And if you actually take a look back as to where was it that you were before to where you are now, without comparing like all the bad things or all the good things, you're just, where were you then to now? And so that it allows you to not feel so defeated. So I don't know if that makes sense, but that's the message that I'm getting for you with that one. Miss Kelly, you're next. And then it'll be Sherry. And if there's somebody else that's still on here that would like a card, please let me know. And then I will just kind of go back through the group cards, group card messages, and the order that I ended up putting them under. So it's kind of interesting when I actually look at the screen, because I actually have them all listed in front of the screen. So interesting. So Kelly, your message is serendipity. So just allow yourself to just be free-flowing. Don't get stuck on the mundane. Don't get stuck on the how things are going to happen. Just be in the moment and have some fun. And so that is your message. Hopefully that makes sense, Sherry. And Sherry, your message very fitting, perfect, Kelly. Exchanging gifts. So you've got exchanging gifts, and then you also have two jumpers. So you've got observer and you've got regeneration. So what I get from all three of these together, so sharing gifts or exchanging gifts, is that you have something that is helpful to someone else, but someone else also has something that is helpful to you, and making sure that you're actually doing give and take and not just giving. And I don't know you, so I don't know whether or not you are a giver and forget to take for yourself, but it's important for you to be able to regenerate. So if you're only giving and you're not receiving, then it's going to be difficult for you to be able to regenerate. And take a look back, right? So not back, but like do a bird's eye view. What does it look like? What is it that's going on? Sometimes we get stuck in what it is that we're doing, that we forget to see how much is it that we're really giving of ourselves to others, and how much that we're actually receiving from others. And it's important for us to not do things so that we are actually receiving things, but we also need to be allowing us to be able to receive things. So when somebody is offering you something and saying, no, that's okay, being able to come back and say, I want to, right? So I need this. So that's your message. So I hope that makes sense, Sherry. And because like I said, I don't know you, so I don't know whether or not that makes sense. Some of the people that are on here, we've been pulling cards for a while, or I know them. So some of the messages make a little bit more sense to me, but the message isn't supposed to make sense for me necessarily, as my friend Chuck will tell me. You're welcome. As my friend Chuck will tell me often, is that the message doesn't need to make sense to me. It's not my message. And so like I said, when it's somebody new, it's kind of like, does that make sense? It does make sense. Perfect. So the order that I ended up putting these in, even though that's not the order that we pulled them in, was Unfinished Symphonies. So there is something that we are needing to complete this week it's not over. So even when it feels like we feel defeated and things are not going well, and then we've got mending. So we've got Unfinished Symphony, mending. So we actually get to heal from whatever it is that's going on, but we don't need to do it alone. We can ask for help. Help is definitely there to be able to support us. Time for a nap. So time to be able to take time for ourselves and do some healing. In order for us to be able to heal, we need to slow things down, and we need to feel our emotions. And it doesn't matter what everybody else thinks. And so we don't need to have this perfect image of whatever it is that's going on. So that is our group weekly message for us this week. So hope that makes sense for everybody. Hope that applies for all of you. And as I always remind people when I am working with them, is take what you need and leave the rest. If it doesn't resonate for you, doesn't feel right for you, then it's not yours. So you're the only one who gets to choose that, whether or not it feels good for you or not. So I will see you guys next week. Like I said, it will not be in the morning because we are doing a day of healing from the inside out with some incredible people next week. And so it will be in the late afternoon. So either around 4, somewhere between 4 and 5, I will jump on next week and pull cards. So I will actually, I think I'll set it for 4:30, and then if I have to adjust the time to 5, because it'll only be adjusted if something happens that it takes a little bit longer for me to finish up from our session. We're done at 3, but sometimes you never know, things happen. So around 4:30, I will schedule it for, and if I need to push it back by half an hour, then I will do that. So otherwise, I will chat with all of you guys later, and thanks for joining me this week, and thanks, Kelly. You have a wonderful week as well. See you soon. Bye for now.